Hello students, today we are going to study modern physics, and in modern physics the very first topic is dual nature of matter and radiation. So as the title suggesting, there is a dual nature of matter and radiation. We see around us two types of things. One is matter and other is radiation. So what is matter? Matter, as we all know, we have been studying about this since sixth standard, and so that matter is made up of particles that we can see, and there are three types of matters. Sometimes some matters we don't see, like gases. So matter has particles. Matter are composed of particles. So matter has particle nature. Particle nature. So it moves uh, on a certain path, like straight line or curvilinear path, something like this. So particle has some velocity, particle has some momentum. These types of attributes are associated with matter. So in this particular chapter, we will study that particle nature. Along with the particle nature, matter can have a wave nature that we are going to study in the modern physics. So it has particle nature too often, but sometimes it is of wave nature that we are going to study in this chapter. Now, second thing that we see around us is radiation. So, radiation, as we have uh, studied in previous standards and in previous lessons also, that radiation are like heat. Heat is a radiation. If we see a fire burning and we go nearby this, we feel the heat of it. That is because of radiation is traveling in the medium, and even in the vacuum radiation can travel. So radiation are like heat and light, so they have wave nature. They have wave nature. And this radiation can also show particle nature. Particle nature. So that we are going to study in this particular chapter. So why the name is starting with dual nature is because that matter and radiation that we see around us have two natures, have two attributes. Dual means two. So there are two natures of matter as well as radiation. Now we move ahead. So let us now take a brief history about the brief history about the nature of light. Nature of light. Actually, it is not the brief history of nature of light, it is the brief history about the theories of nature of light. Because nature of light is naturally uh, is natural, but the study that various scientists have done on it, we will discuss about it. So first of all, Newton's theory about the light. Around 200 years back, Newton came up with a theory which is called corpuscular theory. Corpuscular theory, according to which the light is a particle, or we can say light is made up of number of particles. And those particles he gave a name, that is corpuscles. And like any other particle that we can see in macroscopic mechanics, Newton said that the light is made up of particles that are called corpuscles, and it behaves like any other particle. After that, Huygens proposed that the light is not a particle, but it is a wave. And based on his experiments and the observations like interference and diffraction and polarization, these phenomena showed another behavior of the light, that is called wave behavior. So Huygens proposed that it is a wave. After that, Maxwell electromagnetic theory, and with the various equations he gave about the electromagnetic wave, he said that light is a wave only, and that is electromagnetic radiation. So Huygens wave theory was supported by Maxwell's electromagnetic theory, but still there was a confusion whether it is a wave or it is a particle. But then Max Planck's theory came up, and according to which he said that light is made up of particles, and it is a very small bundle of very small energy packets called quanta. So energy is quantized and particle is also quantized. So Max Planck said it is a particle. So Newton said it is a particle, Huygens said it is a wave, Maxwell also supported that it is a wave, Max Planck said it is a particle. So there was a contradiction, there was a dispute between the scientists that whether it is a light is a wave or particle. So de Broglie, with his observations and hypothesis, de Broglie said that the light has dual nature, like it has sometimes a particle nature and sometimes it has a wave nature. So de Broglie said that the momentum momentum is a property of particle. So light has some momentum, and it also said that it has a wavelength. It has a wavelength. So he said that the momentum it can have, and it can have a wavelength also. So he combined these two terms in a formula that we are going to study in the next sections, that they are interrelated with each other. Therefore, the light has both nature, dual nature, that is particle and wave nature. So till now we have believed that light has a dual nature, that is particle and wave. So to further study we need to understand some terms. The first term is free electrons. Free electrons. So in a metal, as we all know that metal is electrically a conductor. Whenever electric field is applied at the two ends of a metal, it starts conducting the current. It is because of free electrons. So free electrons, also called valence electron, they are free to roam here and there inside the surface. They are loosely bound in the atom, so they can escape from one atom and can go to another atom or in between the space, but they cannot escape out of the metal because they do not have sufficient energy to go to escape from the metal. So we can say that the electrons in the outer shell of the atom, which are loosely bound, are called free electrons, but they do not have sufficient energy so that they can escape from the metal surface. So for doing so they cannot escape the metal surface due to internal attractive forces. So to escape these electrons we need some external energy. So for escaping these electrons, they need some external energy Okay. So these energy can be given by various methods, and this escaping is called emission of electron. So if we by receiving these energy, they escape from metal surface. This process is called emission of electrons. Okay, so emission of electrons can be done by various methods. So each method will provide a sufficient amount of energy to the electron. So this energy is called work function. So let us understand what is work function. Work function is the minimum energy required by an electron. Minimum energy required by an electron so that it can escape from the metal surface. This is called work function, and it is denoted by phi or sometimes phi naught. So remember that this is an energy. Electron needs an energy so that it can escape from metal surface. It is important to know. So as Max Planck suggested that light is made up of large number of bundles of energies, that is called photon. So photon can provide this energy. So let us understand that the light can be a photon and how much energy it can possess. So light as a photon. So